Hello everybody, welcome to your daily tune reminder. Today we're going to be discussing Old Kampala Seminar 2026 item 1 math 1. If you do not have the question paper there, please improvise it or get it from my premium class 0761305514 and get any other important documentations from there also. Now, when you read item 1, it's an item that has two independent problems hidden in one story. Problem A, bicycle health goal. Can the chairperson continue cycling? Problem B, roundabout construction. Can the council build it without demolishing landmarks and connecting the new roads? That is all about that item and the other second part, as well as we're going to be calculating and trying to resolve each of these problems in this item. Now, first and foremost, when we are going to solve the roundabout issue, we're going to find the center of the roundabout. But we have been given points M, which was for the market, P, petrol station, B was for the border stage. It has been given there. Now, as we're going to be locating for the midpoint, the competence test in this problem is a senior 5 coordinate geometry, particularly perpendicular bisector. Learners must know a center is intersection of perpendicular bisector of a triangle MPB. This is circumcenter concept. You have to be aware of it. Now, we're going to find the gradient MP and the gradient PB. Are we together? Gradient MP and gradient PB. Hope you're aware of that. Now, we're going to find the gradient MP, which is going to be equals to gradient MP, which is going to be equals to 24 minus 2. Are we together? Over 3 minus 19. So if you don't trust my calculation, we have a calculator right here. 24 minus 2. 24 minus 2 gives me 22. I write it there. 22. Then I get 3 plus 19 gives me, again, 22. That is very nice. 22. 3, yeah, that is it. Then it gives me 1. So after finding my gradient MP, the next thing I'm going to be aware of is the gradient of my perpendicular. Allow me to write it like that. Perpendicular bisector of MP is equals to -1, right? But my midpoint of the perpendicular bisector, the midpoint of the perpendicular bisector is equals to. Now, when you're going to get your midpoint of MP, do not forget that we're getting MP. So it's going to be, I can start with this other one, 19 plus 3 divided by 2. Are we together? Comma, then 2 plus 24 over 2. That's right. 19 plus, negative 19 plus 3 gives me 16, divided by 2 gives me 8. Yeah, I can write it somewhere. Let me say here, -8. Then I got 2 plus 24. 2 plus 24 gives me that, divided by 2 gives me 13. That's so nice. I've gotten my answer to be 13. That is my midpoint. Having got my midpoint, now I think I'm very free to find the equation of the gradient of the perpendicular, my equation of the perpendicular bisector MP. It's going to be my y minus 13 over my x minus -8 is equals to my perpendicular bisector gradient is equals to -1. Therefore, my y minus 13 is equals to negative x plus 8. Hope you're aware of that. My y is going to be equals to negative x minus 8, then plus 13. So when I get minus 8 plus 13, what does it give me? Minus 8 plus 13 gives me 5. That's so good. So my y is going to be negative x plus 5. I'm going to call that my equation 1. Having got my equation 1, remember I have to also get my gradient PB. My gradient PB is going to be equals to, I'm going to get from my points which are right up here, PB, which is going to be 2 minus 24. Are we together? Gradient PB, 2 minus 24 over 25 minus 3. So when I substitute that, I'm going to get 2 minus 24. 2 minus 20, is it 24 or 24? It's going to be negative 22. That is so interesting. Negative 22 over, when I get 25 minus 3. Hope we have done it well. 25 minus 3. Minus 3 gives me 22 positive. When I substitute this, gives me negative 1. That is for my gradient PB. However, my gradient of the perpendicular bisector of PB is equals to positive 1, but my midpoint of the perpendicular bisector PB is going to be equals to xy, of which my x is going to be PB, right? PB. So it's going to be 3 plus 25 divided by 2 into 2 plus, 24. PB. 24 plus 2 over 2. That is it. When I get 3 plus 25 is going to be equals to that divided by 2. That is going to be 14. Going to put here 14, comma, 24 plus 2 divided by 2 gives me 13. I've got 14 and 13. That is my midpoint. Having got my midpoint, I'm going to get my equation of the perpendicular bisector PB. Is going to be y minus 13 over x minus 14 is equals to my perpendicular bisector gradient, which is positive 1. So I'm going to get y minus 13 is equals to x minus 14. Hope you're aware of that step. It's going to give me y is equals to x minus 14 plus 13. This one gives me y is equals to x minus 1. And this is my equation 2. I'm going to substitute equation 1 and equation 2. I get 1. So my equation 1 has been negative x. Remember, this is y, this is y, okay? This is y, this is also y. So I'm going to substitute it together, negative x plus 5. So it is negative x plus 5 is equals to the second, which is x minus 1. X minus 1. I'm going to substitute for my x. So this is x minus x is equals to negative 1 minus 5 is going to be negative 2. X is equals to negative 6. When I substitute my x, if you don't trust me, I have my calculator. 6 divided by 2 gives me 3. Are we together? 3. So to find my y, remember I want to find my center, of which center is found by x, y. However, I don't have my y. I'm going to substitute it in this equation. Y is equals to x minus 1. So from y is equals to x plus 1, I'm going to get my y is equals to my x, which is 3 plus 1. My y is equals to 2. Therefore, my center is of x, which is 3, and my y is that right there. Well solved. And that is the first problem we have solved. Then the second thing, the second problem from that same item, it is basically telling us this, to prove that the center on the road lies on the line 4y, is equals to 3x minus 1. So the point here you need to note very importantly is that my center 3 and 2, which I've just got, yeah, it is right, it is under the gradient of MP, PB. The reason why we're finding MP and PB is to find the direction of the sides of the triangle MPB. Perpendicular gradient m1 times m2 is equals to -1. Obviously, this shows us that the center must be equidistant. It lies on perpendicular bisectors. Midpoints, which have been giving you -8, 13, and another one was 14 and 13. This one is the bisector, shows that the bisector must pass through midpoints of the sides of the two bisectors. Are we together? Yeah, that is it. And then we are proceeding on finding and proving whether this lies on this line. So I've already gotten my x, I've gotten my y. We're going to prove, we're going to show, to prove that the center lies on that road. 4y minus 3x is 4y is equals to 3x minus 1. So I've gotten my y to be is equals to 2. 3 of my x is equals to 3 is equals to 1. When I substitute this is 8, substitute 6 minus, 9 minus this is 8, 8. Therefore, it does lies on that line. So that is true. Are we together? That is 100% true. Now we have got our point P, which was 3, 24. Our center C is equals to 3 of 2. I'm going to get my R. To find my R, I'm going to go straight to the point. 3 minus 3 squared plus, hope we are good, plus 2 minus 24 squared. The radius, getting the new radius. So that is it. Try to get for me this mathematically. Solve this, get for me the new radius. I want to see whether you guys are there. So calculate and show for me your method here. But the point is, it is 22, which I'm going to, they have told me it is 5. I'm not going to tell you. I want to try this out. When you get it out, they say it is 5 meters away. Meaning I'm going to subtract it minus the 5 away and get the answer. So try to get for me what it is. Possibly it will give me 17. If you have tried it very well, it will give me that range of 17. And with that, you've got a very good radius. The competence test that they are trying to get for you from that problem is verification of point on lines and distance formula. Learners must substitute centers in line equation and find distance, CP. Now together, they have told us 22 meters is greater than or equals to 15 meters, so long vehicles can turn. That is the truth about it. Then condition 2 was 5 meter clearance from landmark. Of course, that one we're going to find our new radius, which I want you to try it out. Now I'm going to do for you the condition 3, which they told us our road y minus 10x minus that is equals to 0 must connect. Must connect. So I'm going to form a circle of which my x minus x1 squared plus y. I'm just going to use this. Y1 is equals to 289. Are we together? Now it's just all about substitution. I'm going to substitute it. Substitute for me this and put it inside. Try to find out. The point is we're going to get intersections of line and circular quadratic equation. Learners must solve simultaneous equations leading to quadratic equations and find two intersections point. That is it. Get for me the points using that. Very easy. Just fix here. Then your x is here, your y is here. And then substitute to get for me the answer. That is it. Try for me that out. Then I guess the other problem here is, give me a minute. verification of 10 meters requirement. That one is obvious. We're going to find our distance. From here, it is going to lead you to quadratic equation. This one here, going to lead you to quadratic equation. You find your x1 and you're going to find your x2. Are we together? After getting your x1 and x2, substitute it in the equation. Substitute this in the equation to find your y and also your another y. To come with 2 points, the first center and the second, to give you center 1 and center 2. X, y, x, y. So after getting this, what you're going to do is you're going to substitute it to get your midpoints, and you're going to use that to find your distances. So that is all about it. The competent test in that problem is distance formula, approximation, decision making. Learners must apply distance formula and judge which point is approximately 10 meters. You have to compute it appropriately. That is all about in that. Then the second big different idea in that question was, they have told us our h is equals to 28 plus 15 cos theta plus, is it 8? Is it 8? Let me first check. What was the idea? What was the question? What was the question? What was the question? What was the question? Yeah. 8 sine theta. So I'm going to bring it out to life. You let this 15 cos theta plus 8 sine theta be equals to r cos into bracket theta minus alpha. And that is how it is. Are we together? It is done already. So my r sine theta is equals to 15, and my r cos theta is equals to 8. I substitute it to find my, are we together? To find my theta. This and this crosses, and left with the tan theta. It's going to be equals to, substitute it to get your theta down here. After getting your theta, of course, you should also get your r in a magnitude form. R, which is 15 squared plus 8 squared. That one will give me 17, which you should use it properly. Are we together? Use it properly. But my r squared, of course, squared theta plus sine squared theta is equals to a squared plus b squared. You know that concept, right? You use it properly, and when you get your how do you call it? H mean, it's going to be is equals to, when you're calculating your H mean, be very keen. H mean is going to be calculated from 28 plus your R value minus the 1, and then your 28, the second one, H max, is going to be 28 plus the R value is equal, of what? Of positive 1. So you should be well keen about how to calculate, because your max cost is positive 1, mean cost is negative 1. So that is all about this item. Hope you have understood it. The range meets 11 centimeters to 45 centimeters target. So chairman continues all activities. Now the proposal should be approved. Why? Because center, when you look at my reasons here from my calculations, center 32 lies on the existing road and radius 17 meters greater than or equals to 15 meters. 5 meters clearance is left, landmarks are safe. The new road from another town can meet the roundabout at 12:10, which is approximately 10.6564 or 10 meters from the market. The chairperson health exercise target is met, which was obvious, 11 centimeters to 45 centimeters. That brings out us to conclusion. Don't forget to share. Thank you.